Michigan fans were a little nervous, Chris, thinking that, Michigan could lose you. Know that you are an assistant, and obviously Jim knows you are an assistant that was in great demand, but ultimately you decided to turn down those opportunities to re-sign with Michigan. Give us everything that went into that thought process and why come back to Michigan. What led up to that decision?
Yeah, I mean, I don't like talking about it so much because, I'm a moving forward kind of guy. But, I mean, the bottom line is, I was fortunate enough to have some opportunities this off season, and, my contract was coming to an end, so it was easy for me to kind of listen, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when certain people call, you're at least going to listen and kind of see where I was out there. But it wasn't a hard decision for me to stay. I mean, it's where I wanted to be, And sometimes, I think in this business, it's like it becomes a rat race of trying to build your career as fast as possible and, put titles on your resume and do all that. But at the end of the day, I just felt like I want to be here. I owe it to the guys that I've recruited here. I think I obviously had a bad taste in my mouth from last season, as did everyone. And, I just didn't want to run away from it. It wasn't time. Could it have been maybe a title step up or maybe running my own defense somewhere, that kind of stuff, maybe. But at the end of the day, I think there's some unfinished business at Michigan, and that's really what I felt. And, and I felt, I have a strong sense of loyalty to Jim as well, to be here. He gave me this opportunity from the get-go. So being loyal to him, being loyal to the players, Don, obviously loving the people I work with, it was an easy decision.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things I was going to seize upon. I know you're Jim's guy. I mean, like you said, he gave you the job in recruiting and then promoted you to being on the staff. So clearly he saw something in you that he wanted to cultivate. And I know that's a thing. But the other thing is, you brought a lot of guys here. You recruited, a lot of the top recruits that Michigan has brought in over the last couple of years, you have brought in. They turned down the Bamas and the Georgias to come here in part because of you. How big was that? In the equation? Huge.
I mean, I like to, I tell recruits all the time and parents all the time, I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to be honest with everything I tell you. And will I be here forever? Highly doubtful, but at the same time, there was, I'll at least be here through some things with these guys, with some of these guys. And, and the important thing is you're not going to tell a kid that another program has a better chance to win a championship. You don't even believe that yourself. You're loyal to your program. I mean, I'm going on my fourth year here. I'm more Michigan than anywhere else in the country.
Right.
So why? I just think that the loyalty for me goes a little bit farther. I still haven't gotten caught up in the whole jumping around that coaches do and that rat race that it's become. I feel like it was important for me to be loyal to the people here, from the players to the coaches and to everyone, and just to get this thing right. Coming off of last year.
And in coming back also was an opportunity to move back and coach safeties, and so. A challenge, but a good one that all the coaches said, man, watch what CP does. Don said it. Z just said it. Man, this is a guy that is really detail oriented. We feel like it's really going to help the safety. So that challenge, that step for you, how big is that?
I mean, it's awesome, and it becomes even better every day. For me, and it was really Don who came to me and said, "Hey, I got something that'll really help you out in your career. I believe, and I think you're doing a fabulous job of it." And I kind of took a step back. Like, I'm a linebacker, man. If anything, I'll go down to the D line. I want to be in it, But from when I started doing it and learning and just looking at everything from their perspective, it's grown me so much, because it's a different type of player, number one, and you have to view the game. Ever since I played, I've been a middle linebacker, outside linebacker, from when I was 5 years old. And I always viewed the game from a middle linebacker perspective when I'm watching TV, and you're always looking at the front and solving the run game and looking at the protections. Now being able to view it every time you click on a play, you're viewing it from the back end, and now it's all about spacing and threats and all that. It's grown me too, and I think I'm able to add a little bit of that linebacker mentality to those guys, which I think will help them. I think they all need it, and it's exciting. It really is, and it's helped me become, I think, a better coach already. In the month and a half that I've been involved in it.